Hey guys, I want to welcome each and every one of you guys to my Facebook Live tonight. I actually got another one of my friends. I got Mickey Fox. I actually get a chance to work closely with Mickey and Dree. We actually are in business together, and I got Mickey on tonight, and he's actually going to share his story on how he got involved in business and why he decided to start a home-based business and work from home. So, Mickey, take it away. Tell them a little bit about yourself. Tell them about your background, what you do for a living, and why you consider starting your own home business.
Yeah, well, I mean, first of all, I wanted to, thank you, Troy, for having me on tonight, and it's always a pleasure, getting to talk to you. And I guess let me start off by just saying I'm an accountant. I've been an accountant pretty much my whole life because I graduated with an accounting degree. So not one of those that hop different, professions or anything. So I didn't come from a marketing or a sales position or anything like that. But the whole reason why I really got involved with this company is because several years ago, actually I guess 2.5 now, I was in a really bad car accident. And to be honest, when I was meeting with the ortho specialist with the spine and talking to a chiropractor, and one of the first things out of their mouth was, besides the fact that they said it may take you 6 months or longer to get back to like normal activity, the first thing they started talking about was possibly having to have surgery. And that was like the last thing that I wanted to hear. It was a pretty bad car accident. It totaled my car and totaled the other truck that ran into me. And so I wanted to do everything I possibly could to not have, surgery. Plus they had given me some pain meds to start taking. And I started taking those pain meds, but it was really hard to function at my accounting job during the day because I just started a new job back then, and I was taking notes that my boss was telling me, and literally I'd take the notes and I'd go back into work the next day and I'd look at my notes, and I had this horrible brain fog. I couldn't figure out what they said. I couldn't figure out why I'd even written them down. And I'm thinking, man, I'm in a lot of pain here still, even after taking these pain meds, and I'm also going to lose my job. So it was a really, really bad situation at the time. And my wife, who I guess we can get into that in a little bit, but she was like, well, why don't you start taking this product here? Because it had done me some good. And it's a product that, helps with pain management and helps with bones and muscles. And I was like, you know what do I have to lose? Because otherwise it's going to be my job. So I started taking that, and to my amazement, literally, I think within 2 or 3 days of taking that product, I was able to totally get off the other pain meds that I was taking. And I was getting as much control. Like I was having a hard time sleeping at night, a really hard time rolling out of bed in the morning, and stopping to take the pain meds. After about 3 days, I, weaned myself off of them. But literally getting up in the morning wasn't as painful. Going to bed and trying to get comfortable and sleeping at night wasn't as painful. And just to get up and out of my, up and down out of my chair at work, I noticed, almost immediately a lot of relief by taking the all natural products. And at the same time, I had absolutely no brain fog, which allowed me to keep my job and earn income, which was extremely important, at least for me.
Let me interrupt you right there, Mickey, because I got a mixed audience. I got a lot of people that's in network marketing, and they in other companies and stuff, right? And so the reason why I'm sharing this story with you guys for 2 reasons. Mickey want to share his story. I want to really get him out of his comfort zone and get him to start doing stuff like this. But the other reason is if you're in network marketing and you got a product or a service that can really help people, maybe you want to go at them and get them as a customer. And then once they get on your product or service, they see some amazing results. Maybe it's a service, they saving money, or if it's a product, they see amazing results like Mickey and his wife Dree saw. And then maybe they will reach up and call you and say, hey, you know what? How can I make money doing this? So that's the whole just for this, guys. We do got an awesome product. Now, if you're looking for a network marketing company, you're looking to start a business working from the comfort of your home, at 8:30 tonight, I will be doing a webinar, and I will be going more into details about what Mickey talking about this amazing product that's been able to help a lot of people. So I'm going to turn it back over to Mickey, and he's going to finish telling you his story. But also, he's going to share with you guys a little bit about his wife, Dree, and her story and what she do for a living and stuff, and how this product been able to help her. But I just want you guys to understand. So if you're in another company, stay where you at. But this is just the approach that you can use to actually build your business. So share with them a little bit more, Mickey.
Yeah, I'll backtrack just real quickly and say, because I'd mentioned about me getting on the product and taking it because my car accident, but because my wife had basically referred it to me and said, you need to try this, because what she had been dealing with was totally different than a one-time car accident or something major like that. But she had been dealing with chronic pain for a majority of her life, because she had been diagnosed at a pretty young age with arthritis in basically both her hands and her lower back. And she had also been diagnosed, as the years went on, with fibromyalgia, which, if y'all know anything about that, that has a lot to do with, having to deal with pain management, nerve endings and things like that. And that, coupled with the swelling and the arthritis, plus she had celiac disease, which is intolerance to eating gluten. But she didn't know that for 20 something years of her life, which had given her a really bad, a really low immune system. And the biggest problem with that was because her profession was a school teacher. It still is a school teacher, I should say. She's been in school in teaching for over 20 years. But for a number of years, probably going back about before she started taking the products, I'd have to say probably 4 or 5 years ago, she was missing almost as much school as she was teaching school, because anytime a kid would come into her class with the flu or a cold or something, she'd inevitably wind up getting it, because her immune system wasn't high enough to fight off any type of illness. Which these days, I mean, that's what everybody's talking about. Who knew this was going to go full circle and us be talking about what we are today, with coronavirus and people having to deal with something like that, and even having to change the way you go to work and to change the way you go to school. But it's been a concern of hers, but it's less of a concern now because her immune system, is a lot stronger. And she doesn't miss all the days that she used to miss and get sick every time a kid with a runny nose walked into her classroom. And so that's been a huge benefit for her. Plus, another little side benefit for us is because of our success with taking these products, we focus a lot on just talking to people about the products and what they can do for them, because it's something we truly believe in. And because of that, we've been able to get some, a fair amount of customers and make a little side income doing that. And Troy, I know, and you are, I will say right now, an awesome mentor. And you lead by example. And I know a lot of people that you've had on some of your Facebook Lives and stuff, you talk about them being mentors. But I'll be here to say, that you've been a great example for us. And I know a lot of times you talk about being consistent and getting into it every day. And goodness gracious, with the things we've been through recently, besides what everybody's done with coronavirus, with us moving and everything like that, it's been hard to be consistent day in and day out with building a business. But at the same time, the company's always been there, and the products have always been successful, and we still take them to this day. But I will say, as far as building the business, and besides having customers, you can also make, a nice residual income by other people who may not be so interested in health benefits, because maybe they have really good health, or maybe they're young right now. And so they're not concerned about that. But everybody these days, it seems like, could use a little side income, maybe even something to replace their income because they've lost a job or something like that. And I will tell you that, that talking to Troy and a lot of the leaders with this company, and even starting to do that over the past month or so, that we've really started working on the system and building our business, that I see a lot bigger success in the future. And there's some people that over the last 30 days, I know from experience and seeing it, that they've done extremely well for themselves. And I'm looking forward to big things to come and to continue growing. So thank you, Troy, for doing what you do.
No, thank you, Mickey. And I want you guys to get that. And I'm going to ask Mickey a question. Mickey, if I were to approach you, just about a business, and let's say like you and Dree wouldn't have never took the product, it's a good chance you probably wouldn't have never looked at it, right or wrong?
Yeah, it definitely a lot less chance that I would have looked at something without having experienced the product myself. That's right.
So, see, that's what I'm trying to get, you guys to understand. A lot of times people don't understand what we do when it comes to network marketing, building sales teams, showing people how to make extra money, right? you know, we want customers. Our company want customers, and we want customers to be satisfied. So, and I'm guarantee you. So now I'm talking to my people that, you know, that's already in the industry. Guys, you got to focus on customers too, because customers stay. If you got a product or service that you offer to people that you know it's going to help people, just like, you know, our product helped Mickey and his wife Bree. And once they get on the product, they get emotionally attached to the product. And then, you know, almost everybody I know looking for ways to make additional income, then it's easier for me to go back. Or like Mickey, in Mickey's case, Mickey actually reached out to us and said, hey, you know what? I want to make an extra, you know, I want to make some extra money every month. But not only that, guys, Mickey did it. I mean, him and his wife Dree, because all the teachers and all of their friends saw how well Dree was doing, they started asking, what are you taking? And then what happened is, guess what? Dree started getting customers. Her and Mickey, they wasn't focused on getting people involved in the business. They was just so impressed with how amazing they felt. They started getting customers. So if you're in another business, you can do the same concept, guys. You can focus on customers, because customers is going to be the life of your business, because people quit. But if a customer likes something, they're going to buy it every month, month after month. I'll give you a prime example. Mickey, let's say if I go to Targets, right? And you like Targets and I like Targets. And then one day I said, I'm not going to Targets no more. That don't mean you're going to stop going to Targets, right?
Well, not as long as I like what they have.
That's the same prime example. So guys, if you're not friends with Mickey, I need, you know, you guys can go shoot him a friend request, shoot him a message. You know what I'm saying? Mickey will answer any questions you might have about, you know, our product, about our opportunity. Or if you're looking for a business, you can shoot me or Mickey a message, and we answer your questions. And like I said, at 8:30 Central Standard Time, I'm actually doing a webinar where I'm actually going to explain and talk about this product. I'm going to talk about how you can just benefit from being a customer if that's what you choose. But also I'm going to talk about how you can actually get yourself in position to be able to make some extra income if that's what you choose. Just like Mickey. Like I said, Mickey now is building a team. Mickey actually got people actually joining his group. But in the beginning, Mickey wasn't focused on that, guys. He was just focused on getting customers because he wanted to actually bless somebody else, because the product had blessed him and his wife. So if you're in a company, just look at it that way and watch the business you'll be able to build. So Mickey, if you got any closing words for him, man, before we shut this down tonight, and I just really want to appreciate you. And before we go, guys, Mickey, don't let him fool you. Because, man, when I told Mickey, I said, Mickey, I need you to start doing presentations. And then before this COVID stuff, whenever I couldn't be there, I mean, Mickey is an awesome presenter, guys. I mean, he did a great job. He crushed it. So you got anything you want to close it out with, Mickey?
Yeah, well, and I'll say that was one of the things that was kind of like one of those personal journeys and stuff, because I'm not a natural salesperson and I don't feel like I'm a natural speaker up there. But once again, if you find something that you truly believe in, then it does make it a lot easier, because you can just speak from the heart. But what I will say is if anybody's out there and they're watching this video and you even just have some little bit of interest in finding out about the products or finding out about the business, I would say you owe it to yourself to at least get the information, because the information's out there. It's for free, and it's something that could truly change your life. So
yeah, most definitely. Like I said, at 8:30, I'm doing a webinar. Just message me. Ask me for the link. I'll shoot it to you. You can take a look at it. It don't cost anything. With that, guys, I want to thank each and every one of you guys for taking your time out tonight and joining me, Mickey. And God bless. Yep. And I hope you guys have an awesome evening. Thank you, Mickey.
All right. Have a blessed evening.
Yeah, you too. Tell Dree I say hi.
All right. Will do. Thanks.
All right.